Hello, hello, hello. Happy Saturday. My name is Enya Epelle, and I am a mind coach from Nigeria. And over the past few, weeks now, I've been running interviews with authors, co-authors of this book behind me, Grail-tick Your Life Right with Purpose. Can you see that? Grail-tick Your Life Right with Purpose. And it's an anthology of 40 authors across 3 continents and their personal narrative of how they found their purpose. And if you look at the title, Grail, Tick Your Life Right, purpose is what brings meaning to life. And until you understand what it is and begin to walk in it, life will kind of be unclear, opaque to you. And I believe that when you read this and you listen to all the authors share nuggets and insight, it'll also help you on your journey. So today I have with me, there's a lot, so just get ready. Her name is Tushar Bhargava, and she'll correct me if I'm wrong. She is a certified performance coach and has been for the past 16 years. She's author of the book, Cut the Crap. When she told me that, I want to read this book because really, there's a lot of crap around us that we need to cut out. And she's an English language trainer, and she founded the English Street. And it's a school where she trains individuals to learn and to speak English. She is a member on several councils, including the Punjab State member of the Life Skills Council and the Women India Chamber of Industry and Commerce and the Keti Visarat Mission and Women Empowerment Cell, Bharat Niti. So you can see that Tushar is very much into women living life on purpose. She's a blogger and she runs the Live Your Purpose podcast. She believes she's here to help people see beyond seeing and hear beyond hearing. Interesting. And her favorite quote is, no matter how you feel, you get up, you dress up, you show up, and you never give up. So hello, Tushar.
Hi, Enya. Greetings, everyone. Enya, thank you so much for having me here on your show. It's an honor and a privilege to be here and to have a few minutes with you and to share our stories and about this book, Grail.
Yes, 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 yes. You know, there's something that really stood out for me in your introduction, and that's that you believe you're here to help people see beyond seeing and hear beyond hearing. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, of course. Uh, See, there people, they come from different experiences, right? Since our childhood, we face so many things and we make our opinions based on those experiences only, and we assume that things are going to turn in the same way every time. I want people to see beyond see. I mean, if they fail one time, I don't want them to make that or judge their future actions based on their previous failures. I
Mhm.
want them to see beyond what has happened. so if something has happened for one time or even two time or three time, doesn't mean that it's going to happen again and again. Old habit doesn't bring new results. You got to change your habits to be able to get new results. So see beyond. See, what you see may not be the truth of the life.
Mhm.
It may be something else. Because one thing, a rose, if you look at a rose, some people would say, yeah, that's a beautiful flower. Some people would say, yeah, it is just red in color. Some people would say they don't like it, they like yellow, maybe rose. So
Mhm.
for an individual, one thing may have certain meaning. For another individual, it may have another meaning. So I want them to see beyond. See, I mean, what you are seeing today may not be the reality. It may be something else. And hear beyond hearing. Whatever you are listening, whatever opinions you have created today, that may not be the last or the end opinions or the viewpoint that you are creating. It can be something else also. So do not just try to see beyond your limitations and the beliefs that you have created. So I want people to know that the belief system or the restrictions or the limitations that they have created, I want them to see beyond those limitation and restriction. I want them to see and even visualize and think beyond what they can be. I want people to break their limitations.
Wow, that's so interesting, because as you're talking, I'm just realizing that, a lot of people base their lives on their physical senses. But what I see you doing is you're helping them to use their inner vision, their inner ear. So you're helping them to go beyond the physical to that deeper part of themselves. That
Correct. That's like going beyond physical. I mean, going metaphysical. And
Mhm.
most of the people, like, they don't even realize and don't even know that like there's something metaphysical too. They're just restricted till physical terms. So they won't understand there is a lot more beyond your physical things, beyond these five senses also. I mean, I'm not an expert here to say and to comment, but yes, I'm also on the same journey. And I, since I have tasted that, so I want people to taste the same. I mean, they should not create their opinion based on one action, on one result. There is a lot more in life. There is a lot more in life. I mean, this word life itself has a bigger and a greater meaning than this word only.
that's absolutely true. Wow. So I'm sure you can already see, you can imagine the content or what her chapter is about. So it's you need to get your copy of this book. And so Tushar, could you tell me um what would you say is your personal definition of purpose and how are you applying it in your daily life?
Every day, every moment, every second, I do feel connected and I do relate. And for me, I think purpose is the driving force that keeps me active and keeps me going. Right? It gives me a direction to
Mhm,
see through the blurred vision. It
mhm,
just helps me bring more clarity in the life and in my thinking or in my process of taking decisions. So when I know I have a purpose in my life, right? For me, my purpose of life is to be happy, to evolve, to and to transform people life. So when I'm clear that my purpose of life is to be happy at all cost, I would make sure nothing deters and nothing comes in the way. Since I'm clear my purpose is to be happy, so I would not focus on the things, everyday circumstances that's happening or taking place, which happens in everyone's life.
yeah.
So things are not big. The circumstances or any challenge is not big. It's your overthinking that makes or that gives it another shape or a negative shape. So
Mhm.
when I have my purpose clear that I want to be happy. Like my end goal is to be happy. So I will automatically not focus on the things that comes as a hindrance in my happiness. I would make sure I don't have to focus on everyday challenges, circumstances. If I'm tasting failures, if nothing is happening my way, if I'm facing financial or health or other issues, I'll not focus. Rather, I'll focus on the ways how can I get it done, because that will help me to reach to my purpose, and that will help me if I attain happiness. That will help me evolve, because my purpose in life is to be happy and to evolve to another level. Right? I've heard, I've read about it, but I want to taste it. What is that feeling of evolving to your higher self? There
Mm.
is another supreme force, right, which is working and which is there, that works for you, and you can get connected with that force and you can attain your high, you can reach to your higher self. And I want to be that. I want to taste that, reach to that level of supremacy where everything is just blissful.
Yeah, as I was listening to you, I just I saw, how do I put this now? Like, until you evolve into that higher self, there's no way you're going to be able to help the next person. So it starts with your evolution, which is what you're doing. And then from your evolution, when you are at a higher level of awareness and you can see things in a broader perspective, then you're able to help the next person.
That's true. You have to be the change first to make the change that you wish to see in the world.
That's
It
right.
starts from within. Charity begins at home.
Um,
So there is no way you can change the world outside. You can't do that. You can't just help it. You can't just change people. If you're trying to change people by not working on yourself first, it's just useless,
yeah,
futile.
it's shallow. Yeah,
Doesn't work that way.
it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Doesn't work. Your action speaks louder than your words. You need to work on yourself first, and it automatically people start getting those vibes, and
Yeah.
the thing starts changing for you. You don't have to work. You just have to work within, explore within. That's all you have to do.
Share with us like maybe an experience, because I know that when people are kind of in negative situations, it can be difficult to gain clarity of how to rise above it. So could you just give us like maybe just a tip of what you do, being that your purpose, one of them is you want to be happy, whatever. So could you tell us what you're able to do to switch from that state, maybe where you are negative, to a higher level?
Yeah, yeah, yes, and because we we are spiritual beings on a human journey. People say we are human beings on a spiritual journey, but the truth is we are spiritual beings on human journey. So we have come to this world in this human form, and it's very obvious we have to taste every flavor, like pain and pleasure, everything we have to taste. It's absolutely okay, right? And like everybody does, I do, you do, and everybody does, and go through certain emotions and challenges and failures and downfalls, and that's okay. It's a part of life. Ups and downs happens, and it's okay. As far as I am concerned, if you're asking me how do I deal with that, um, this is um, this is embedded here in me, that
Yeah.
every adversity gives you an opportunity to grow and become wiser and learn something. So if you see any adversity as a negative thing, you won't be able to learn and get out of it.
Mm.
There are certain things in life which can't be changed, but they have to be observed and accepted.
Mm.
They come to in your life as a lesson. They help you evolve. Every adversity in your life makes you feel stronger, wiser, and more strengthened as a person,
Mm.
right? So two things may happen. Like you can get out of that way, or you can be victorious, right? And if you fail, you have learned the lesson and you have tasted the failure. That
Mm.
means failure is the first stone or the stepping stone to success. You
Mhm.
don't have to worry about tasting failure now. So if you have tasted it already and you have the practical experience, and
Mhm.
also some people feel low and they die, they just sink down, and
Yeah.
they're not able to get up and evolve.
Mhm.
So I would say for them, like you were asking, how do I deal? One is like I see things or challenges as an opportunities first to
Yeah.
grow,
Yes.
and I observe what do I learn from the challenges, how do I deal with that, what strengths do I have, and what strengths do I need to work on this. And the second is I keep myself motivated. I have my schedule. Like people should have their mornings right first. You should be grateful for everything that you have in your life first, to be able to enjoy what you have and to welcome the things which are already in store, in Lord's store for you, that will come in the future.
Mm.
But you learn to be grateful for the things that you have with you. Why people are disturbed these days? Because they aren't focused on the things they have. They focus more on the things that they do not have, and that makes them feel stressed. And also, why people are worried or stressed more these days, because in pursuit of achieving more, having more, accumulating more, having more wealth, salaries, houses and lifestyle, they do not enjoy what they have right now with them,
Yeah. Mm.
and
Oh.
that's where they fail, and
Mm.
that's why they are more tensed and worried. Start focusing on the things that you have. There are enough blessings in your life that needs your attention. You don't have to wait. You don't have to wait for the things to happen. Things are already happening. You just have to shift your focus on the right things first.
Mm.
In everyone's life, we do have like negative and positive. We just need to have a right alignment. And
Yeah.
once you have your purpose clear, since I know, like, I want to be happy, automatically I'll focus on all the things in my life that gives me happiness rather than on
Mm.
the things that give me regret, that give me pain. I'll not focus on those things because my purpose is to be happy. So I'll focus on all the things that is in alignment and tune with my purpose of being happy.
Wow, that's amazing. And I think that that really will inspire somebody. I have no doubt about it. So as we draw to a conclusion, like I want to ask you one last question, and that is, can you give us a peek into your chapter? Because I've heard so much wisdom flowing from your mouth, like I'm excited. I want to know. Can you tell us, like, give us a
I yeah,
don't
I
share
would
too much information because you don't want to, right?
yeah, I don't want to I don't want to give it either. But yes, as I've already mentioned, it's all about happiness, evolution, and transformation. So my chapter also focus on my journey, how I got or I found this purpose.
Mm.
Since Rome was not built in a day, my purpose was not built in a day. It's a matter of experiences, journeys, references, and failures, and everything that I have gone through. So it has evolved over time. And remember, everything that happens in your life happens for a reason. It has a reason to take place in your life. So do not regret. Do not regret. Whatever is happening, it's happening for a reason and for your growth only. It will help you in your journey forward.
Wow, that was amazing. Thank you so much, Tushar. Thank you so much for your
Thank
wisdom,
you.
for your time, and for your willingness to share and contribute. I know that
Thank
someone
you so much.
going to have, a bit more clarity. And getting this book is a very wise choice because in one book you have 40 narratives, personal experience,
Yes.
and you will all
Yes.
find resonance somewhere on your own.
And yes,
Mhm.
it's also important that this is happening for the first time, that 40 influencers, speakers, and authors have come for the first time on one platform to write an anthology of their purpose. And the most important thing and beautiful thing about Grail, Tick Your Life Right with Purpose, is all the proceeds from the sale of this book will go to charity for
That's
underprivileged, education of poor children, and older section of the society. So I
it.
encourage everyone to buy and invest in this book. Name of the book is Grail, Tick Your Life Right with Purpose.
Thank you so much. No, I was trying to get my
And
son
it's free. I can see your son. That's great, and I'm sure he must be getting clarity about his purpose of life because his mother is already an co-author of the book. Great.
Thank you so much, Tushar. It's been a pleasure, and I'm
Same
sure
here.
we're going to do some more stuff together.
Thank you so much for giving me this an opportunity to share my inputs and have me on your show. Thank you so much, Anya.
Thank you, and bye bye, everyone.
Yeah. Cheers.